But I moved here from California to escape the COVID restrictions and the failed liberal policies, only to find out a couple of years ago that Idaho was just as locked down as California, and people were being fired from their jobs for non-compliance just the same. The governor, you, Mr. Little, blocked any action that aimed to ban any mandates, vetoed bills, blocked action by Janice McGeehan. I also found out that people were literally being arrested for allowing their kids to play in parks here. There was a woman who was arrested for allowing her kids to play in the park.
Sarah Brady.
My name is Sarah Brady, and I was arrested April 21st of 2020 for taking my kids to a playground. I took my kids to Kleiner Park for a play date, and a few minutes later, 3 officers showed up and started kicking kids and parents off the playground. My children did see me arrested.
I also found out that groups like the Straight Alliance are operating in schools here, inviting students to LGBT groups and drag events. 31% of Idaho's middle school students and 51% of high school students are taught about gender identity and gender expression. So my question is this: if the COVID restrictions were basically the same, education standards were the same, the social emotional learning standards were the same, the diversity training in education and employment is the same, and the required and recommended reading lists are the same, why should we vote for you over Ammon Bundy? Over someone like Ammon Bundy, who has addressed these issues and has promised to end these issues in Idaho?
Well, you wrapped a lot in that kind of question. But first off, there were no mandates by the state. There were businesses that, their employees had to go out of state, had to go to other countries, and my position has always been a hands-off business. Today, I will be issuing a statewide stay-home order for all of Idaho. That means we all must limit social gatherings and practice physical distancing and wearing masks. Law enforcement has the ability to cite individuals for violating local ordinances.
3 Christians were arrested and 5 were cited by police for not wearing masks in Moscow, Idaho's City Hall.
So none of those mandates existed, and we stayed out of that. Those other states did have mandates, but we didn't have any mandates in Idaho. I signed the critical race theory. I signed the first critical race theory bill in the nation, passed by the legislature, signed by me. So I know you had a lot in there.
When I was talking about getting rid of the mandates, I was talking about banning the mandates from being imposed.
So tell a business.
There's hospitals right now that are that still require masks.
It's amazing. Hospitals want to keep people well.
The masks scientifically are proven to not prevent the spread of respiratory illnesses. So.
Next question.